We wanted to raise revenue. The new item is depreciating. So I think I'm just appealing to Senate, through the chair, to possibly support the governor, get the ownership properly in the county's name, so that we can make proper decisions. Because even for us to get into the evaluation process, I think it would only be safe if they are in our names or in the county government's name. It would be a bit tricky for us to get into that process of even valuing the assets, yet we are not very sure that we shall get them. I think I just wanted to emphasize on the issue of ownership, documentation that would support the ownership.
That's okay, finance, that's fine. But I earlier said also issue those list documentations for verification. Verification means maybe they are not even as, sorry to say, Governor put it, like they are held in trust. So they're just verifying for purposes of clarifying to this committee. The auditors would need that with the current name in place for the hospital or not. But just for verification process, that the verification has been done for these documents. You could be talking of 8 acres of land under Mr. Njogona, and yet the information that you submitted, we cannot verify because the documents have not been verified. So it is very important because you must be having the copies of the documents. It's just a verification process that is important.
Through the chair, through the governor, the chair, that we agree. And I totally agree. I was just requesting that Senate helps the counties own these documents.
Yeah, you are in the right committee.
Yes.
Point is home, well taken. Those are some of the issues, Governor, you had me saying when you raised the issue of 400.1 billion, that as senators we are really fighting. But there's very minimal engagement between the governors and the senators. It's too much wars and fights here and there until we lose the focus, because we are privileged to be in this audit committee, and there are counterparts at PAC, because we come and understand the real issues of the challenges that you are honestly facing. And that's why myself and Senator Eddie are able to pin the minister when it comes to a reduction of 20 billion, and Treasury cannot explain reason as to why they are removing from 400 to 380, because we sit here and we understand, because we have first-hand information on some of these issues. That's the difference. But it requires further engagement for fact. It's not about who has power, who has what. Yes, in Senate we are the final. You know, we are going to go for mediation on this, but there needs to be engagement. And we also need to see you ensuring that your books are correct. That's why we are pushing, because you'll task us. The other side, they are saying you have a lot of pending bills. You are traveling all over the country. Your expenditure is too high. You know, it's really demotivating. What is your pending bill, Governor?
Currently.
Currently.
The current one. The current one, that is for the last financial year, is about 203 million.
And
it only accrued because we didn't get June.
It's delayed. You are getting
we tried to pay. But I agree, Chair. While the Senate and the governors must work closely together, the issues of 2027 are usually the big problem. And I have never known why. Because some of us are exiting, others will come. So when we talk about giving 400.1 billion, it's not going to Mutahi Kahiga, it's going to the people of Nyeri and Kenya. And if you ask me, if devolution succeeds, even at the national level, there will be stability. But when there is so much, like right now, 3 months without salaries for our staff, that one has a huge impact in the counties, because that money is spent within the counties. They hire people, they do what, and there is generally, the economy doesn't grow at that level. So we really agree, and I agree with the Honorable Tabitha, that yes, we need to engage further. I have tried my level best, and many, those of us who are thinking, right thinking, without seeing, of course, opponents in the Senate. And I remind governors every time we stand that whether it is a senator or not, utapingwa tu, hata wewe ulipingana.
So I think we need to make progress. Uh,